Sanmanan, guys. So as some of you guys know, I've started my Twitter journey, and I'm learning so much around that platform, and I'm learning a lot about people. I think, as you guys know, Twitter is a very challenging platform to maneuver, as people there tend to be, for lack of a better term, just negative. The comments are all about shaming. They're all about triggering people. So not all about, but like a lot of the Twitterverse is full of trolls. People that are burner accounts, that have zero followers, zero anything, and they just there to just troll people. Um, but with that being said, I've just been trying to look into my own life and look into the life of those around me. And I've got this question, Uguti, as society, have we gotten softer? There feels like there's a lack of, not grit, grit is not the right word, but there's a lack of that thing, like when I grew up, there was a line that said, "Sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words will never hurt me." And what that spoke to is you can say whatever you want to say to me, but I choose how to receive what you are saying. I choose how to take it in and process these words. So if you say, "Oh, Penson, you are so ugly," I will take that and I will choose not to make it part of my identity and how I see myself. That's maybe how you see me, but that's not how I see me. And when I see the Twitter streets and what people tweet, I can tweet something such as, let's take ladies that will tweet something saying, "I prefer dating a taller man, or a man that is 6 foot tall." And you see a lot of guys taking so much offense, especially the guys that aren't 6 foot tall. They take so much offense to her preference, and you must understand, Uti, like everything in life, there's always consequences to what we say. So that specific lady, now that she was trying to flirt with the guy who happens to be a guy who is, for example, a Lil Wayne, a short guy, she mustn't feel too touched when the Lil Wayne says, "No, no, no, stick to your preferences. I'm a short guy. I don't fit your mold and walk away." Because there will always be repercussions and consequences for our actions. With that being said, it doesn't now mean, Uguti, you now need to go onto her Twitter and say, "Well, you short bitch, how dare you, ha ha ha, us, we can't change how we were born." No, it's just her preference. It's her opinion. Her opinion is not resulting in murder. Her opinion is not resulting in people getting hung on the street. No, that's not. She's just saying her opinion. I'm from a town called Newcastle in KZN, and KZN, South Africa. And one thing that I've seen in today's 2023, 2022, there's been a trend on how our sisters are perceived. People say, "You're dating a girl from Newcastle is like playing Russian roulette," or "Girls from Newcastle are," and there's a stereotype that has obviously been set by a few people, or maybe a lot of people. But we understand, Uguti, not everyone that's like that. Sorry, my boys are just going crazy. It's a stereotype. It's a stereotype, and obviously stereotypes are based on certain things. Yes, many are false. I get that, but stereotypes are based on something, not just based on nothing. So if you see a guy with dreads who's wearing a Bob Marley top, and he's got green and yellow and red beads in his hair, the assumption is that that guy is a Rasta or Rastafarian, and the assumption and the stereotype is that he smokes weed, etc. That's a stereotype that comes from somewhere. Yes, there are negative stereotypes and there are positive stereotypes, in my opinion. A positive stereotype would be that something along the lines of, let's say you value education and you value maths, and you were to say, "Hey, there's Asian guys in my class. My assumption is that they are strong at maths." That is, I believe, and I might be wrong, that might be something positive. I would like someone to look at me in that positive space and just assume good on me. But yes, there are negative stereotypes and there are positive stereotypes. I say all of that again to go back to my initial point around Twitter. People post their opinions all the time. And yes, you can then put your opinion. I think Zulu men are aggressive, and I think Zulu men are hard-headed, and Zulu men are not something that one should date. Zulu men are red flags. Sure, I can't fight that. That's your opinion. You're allowed to have your opinion. What I do know is that not all Zulu men fall into that box. And if you choose to just generalize like that, you're allowed to. Do I take offense as a person? No. Why would I take offense? You did not say Pensum Lodra is overly aggressive. Pensum Lodra is stubborn. Pensum Lodra is a red flag. If you say it like that, then understand that Pensum Lodra is going to come at you personally. But if you're making a general statement based on stereotypes that you've picked up on your journey around Zulu men, I'm not going to get triggered. I'm not going to get emotional. I might respond and say something generalized as well. But again, now we're speaking in the realms of, or we're debating and engaging in the realms of just being general. It's not a personal attack to me, and I'm not attacking you personal. I'm not taking this home and making me grumpy. So every day I wake up and I, go through my social media and I check and I respond to messages, whatever the case may be. On YouTube, I make sure that I also look at comments and I respond to comments. And I see people getting triggered, based on opinion. Guys, when I'm speaking here on this camera, I'm talking about my opinion. I'm no professor of nothing. I'm an expert in nothing. So again, it's my opinion. If you disagree to my opinion, you're allowed to have your opinion. And let's engage, and then hopefully we can learn from each other's opinions. Again, a lot of the stuff that we have learned is just through the experiences of others and our own personal experiences. So let's not get too touched. If I say a preference, or if you say a preference, don't take it personally. It comes into play when you say you hate Zulu men, you'll never date Zulu men, and then you try and check me up on my inboxes. Understand there are repercussions for what you say. Understand there are consequences for your actions. That I'm not taking away. But this thing of feeling personal, this thing of I'm so triggered, I'm so sad, I can't believe they said this about Zulu men, I can't believe they said this about Xhosa girls, I can't believe. Nah, if you don't fit that mold, if it's not a personal attack, if no one is bringing up your name, water on a duck's back. Don't get involved in that. Move on. Have tough or thick skin rather. Ube strong, man. Let's understand that we're all on this journey. We're all trying to teach and learn from each other. We're all trying to find the best route towards to get to whatever goals that we're trying to set. So let's get that grit. Let's get that thing. And move on. Anyway, guys, have a fantastic day. Get Sanda Nibekren Shop.